All right, we got another game here. Two Polish teams, Belchatow and Czestochowa. There's no like massive names, like anybody that the average per people would really recognize. Like no Wilfredo Leones, nothing. But these guys are all extremely talented. The Polish league is a very, very competitive league. So let's get into it. Deep float there, really deep float. Let's check this out again. Really deep float. Good take by the libero though. Like really, really good move. Let's watch the libero's full move. Hits a really good split step, covers a lot of space. If he can take that from the outside, that's beautiful because it puts them in system. And it was a really good crossbody swing by that outside there. Interesting right off the bat there. Another good pass in system. Gives it to the middle. Good reach by the middle. Dude got it really high, like fully extended arm. Really nice swing. Good dig. How the heck did he get that up? What the heck, man? Wow. Really nice read. This libero, I'm liking him. I don't know who he is yet, but I'm liking what I see from him. Spin serve coming. Ooh, honestly, I feel like this is nothing super aggressive. Got to turn that into an absolute free ball. Listen, if you're playing against a really good team, like all these teams that I watch are very good teams, but if you're playing against a really good team and they consistently put difficult stuff over, when they give you something easy, turn it into a free ball because that is like you have to use it. If you want to win a competitive game, you have to take care of those easy ones. If you let three easy plays get by you, really big block, then that could be the entire game. Wow, that is a huge block there. Not even gonna try to pronounce his name. Maybe you guys see it up here on the top left. Not even gonna try it, but wow, that's a huge block there. Wow. Players to watch is this that libero over there and that right side over there so far. Really good swing. Wow. I'm telling you, like these guys, you don't know their names because maybe they're not on Olympic teams and whatnot, but super competitive. Poland has talent all throughout that country. Like it is a super competitive league. Really big swing. This lefty here has a very, very interesting arm swing, man. Chechatoa, the team in the blue. Oh, he's lanky. Super long arm and he uses it well. But Chechatoa, this team in the blue here, they've had a few upsets. They've had a few really cool competitive games. I watched a few of their games. I think they've gone 5 sets with, I don't know, like 5 different teams so far this season. Like they've had a lot of really competitive games, really good games to watch. If you get a chance to look back on their earlier games this season, definitely check them out. But if you don't have a way to, then just keep watching. I'll definitely watch more games of theirs. I think they win. I didn't look. I forget. But yeah, I think they win 3-1 this game. But if you didn't want a spoiler, then sorry. Okay. So it's a solid double block against this outside here. And ooh, and he took it cross in the last one. Let's rewind it a good bit. It was a pretty solid double block in front of him. He took it hard cross. Libero gets a good dig, just keeps it alive. And they get a free ball back. I like the setter giving it back to the outside, give him another chance because he put something over that was aggressive and got a free ball for us for their team. Give it to him again, give him another chance to get the kill. And then he tips it behind his head, gets a little bit flashy. But if you're getting flashy, make sure it actually has a purpose, not like a purpose more than just looking cool. Okay. Like for example, that behind the back tip, like behind the head tip. Um, he did it because of where his body was and the block was giving him space. Like he wouldn't have been able to swing line there, but he sees the space that the block is giving him, so he tips it there instead. That tip had a purpose besides just looking cool. Good turn here. Did he pass it to? No, okay. See, like right here, this serve right here, it's it's too easy for the Polish league, you know, and they take care of it, get him in system, and they get a good highlight out of it. Good turn. Good turn by the outside on the swing. I wish this camera quality was a little bit better. I hope that all the videos that I make, the recording comes through clearly and it's not choppy. I had some issues. I made a few videos and like I could not figure out how to get it to come clearly and like look clear and smooth. So whatever I'm doing right now, that's the best that I can do right now. So hopefully it's good enough to where it's still watchable, you know. Good turn by the middle. The ball's a little bit low, so he kind of goes like that with his body, like crunches his abs, you know, finds a way to get around the block. Just because the set isn't perfect doesn't mean you can't swing. You just have to change what you're doing. It was a good example of that middle having a large window, you know, being able to swing at more than just a perfect set. And with the tempo, really nice, really nice. Reverse flow, really nice swing. Good. But anyways, with the tempo as a middle, if you're hitting a quick tempo, you kind of have way less time to adjust, and your the way that you have to adjust to a bad set, let's say, is much different than how an outside would adjust to a bad set. Because an outside with a difference in tempo, they can use their footwork to get them into a better spot. But with middles, they're pretty much in the air when that set is, like when they have to make that adjustment. So middles and outsides have to adjust differently. You know, bang, releases here. The middle releases, pretty well bounce. It happens. But middles don't guess. Unless it's the game plan, unless it's the plan to just release out to a certain hitter, don't guess. Gosh, this is coming through a little bit choppy. I hope it clears up a bit, but we'll see. Good combo. Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at something. Okay, we'll keep going. Good serve. Good serve. Really nice serve. A low spin. You don't want it to be too high and loopy. If you can aim kind of right above that tape when you're serving for a spinner and for a float too, but for a spinner, if you're aiming right above that tape, it gives you a really good aggressive serve. And you can hit it harder if you're hitting it lower like that. Lots of defense so far in this game. Let's go back to this because this guy was not happy about what happened. Yeah, it's because this middle, he's guessing again instead of being patient, reading the game. He's just kind of guessing, and then he puts up mediocre block because of it, and they score on it. And you can see this outside, this back row outside. He's kind of mad about it. Don't guess, big middle. Don't guess. Number 31. He's guessing, but he's large. He can still do that. That's why he's in. Good serve. Really nice serve. So with this libero, with this pass, he is passing, but then he doesn't hold his angle straight. He lets his arms go more to the side than towards target, and it skips off of his arms because of it. See how that? Yeah. I hope I hope you guys can see that the way I do. Pass though. Boom. Pass the swing. Personally, I love going past the swing. Like if I get the pass, please set me. If I dime a pass, hit me up because it's just it I feel like I'm in rhythm, you know? Really good. Unless obviously if you see I jump or like fall to the floor when I'm diming the ball, they'll set me then, you know? Good adjustment. Hopefully you guys saw on that last one that middle like leaned so that he could hit the ball better. That's the type of adjustment that they have to make because of the tempo. Wow, that guy he gets it really high here and cranks it in between the outside and the middle. Oh shoot, that guy's a lefty. I didn't even notice. That's the first time I noticed on his serve. Yeah, and they're setting him now. Oh my. Oh, he is mad. Oh my. People don't get mad like this and grab the net because it makes like if I see this as one of the Czestochowa players and I see you grab the net and I'll look all mad, oh, that just puts a smile on my face because I know that you're mad at yourself and like it's just it makes it seem like you're in your head and it kind of shows a little bit of weakness, you know? It's like looking at two long distance runners and one of them looks like he's out of breath. I'm gonna feel confident if I see my opponent's out of breath. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. It's a really nice swing. Swing to the deep corner. He's got a double up. He's got a triple with him, which is very rare for this kind of run, but he has a triple and he swings to the deep corner. That's why it's important to swing to the deep corner as a middle as consistently as you can. You know, like certain situations it's better to crank it sharp, but swinging to the deep corner as an outside or as a middle or as a right side, whoever you are, is very, very trustworthy. Yeah, really good flick here. Like by the setter, just quick going back, you know. And he gets the middle of the bite because of it. Because he's not leaning back and showing it. He's not telegraphing where he's gonna set. He's kind of trying to make it hard to read, you know. Good dig. Okay, wait. Let's look at this real quick though. This middle in the yellow. I'm gonna be honest. I consider this a lazy transition. Okay, once he comes off this block, he should be trying to get off the net as quick as possible so that he can be an option on the back one instead of just that light little 1-2 jump that he had. I think that libero there on that pass probably could have held the angle a little bit better, but with a really tough serve like that, it's not always possible to dime it. You just kind of get it high to let your setter give your setter some time, you know. This one, hmm. This middle on the yellow, kind of hating on these middles so far, but just a weak move with his footwork and stuff, like just kind of slow. Everything you do as a middle needs to be explosive. That's why middle is such a taxing position, is because everything you do pretty much has to be explosive as heck. Really nice serve. If you are a righty who's spinning from the five and you can hit that spot, it's really tough to take care of that. Because those seams just get confusing. You know, like these two serves here, super confusing. And right there on this serve, this is very impressive. Okay, let's see who served it. The guy that I was talking about earlier, the middle that I was kind of talking crap about a little bit. He just got two aces in a row, and this serve from him is pretty dang impressive. Like being able to take it short, sharp like that. Oh my goodness. For a middle, that's very impressive. But he's a pro. He's a pro, you know. Not a bad take by the middle. I like the middle taking it. I like him taking responsibility for the short serve, but he just has to learn how to lift the ball a little bit higher and give his setter time so that they're a little bit more comfortable in this situation instead. Great touch. Gets a nice soft touch, really good touch. Runs the middle, and they have a double in front of it, which is tough. Wow. I think it was just a misconnection between the setter and the middle there. But hey, listen, a misconnection with you and your setter does not mean that it's just an automatic point for the other team. You just have to learn how to adjust and make best of the situation that you have. A really nice tip here, but a saying that you guys have probably heard before is better the ball, which just means even if you're given a crappy set or it's a crappy pass, make the situation better for your team and give you guys a chance. Give your team a chance still. Really nice pass to swing in the back row here. Nice, really nice. I think he could have taken it to the one here, but he might have he maybe he saw the middle diving over there. I'm not really sure, but he takes it high enough to where it doesn't really matter where the middle goes. This is a good dunk here. If you if you know that the middle is going to be late, trying to dunk it into the middle of the court is a very good, um, very aggressive thing to do. But if you see a full block up, that's just not the move at all. It's more of an in-system type of thing. Ooh, hybrid from the middle. I don't know why, but middles love doing the hybrid, man. Hybrids are fairly new in the past. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say they're new. People have been hybriding for years and years, but it's getting more popular for middles in the past 5 to 7 years, whatever it's been. And it's a pretty aggressive serve. And some people just feel more comfortable with it. When you're trying to figure out what your serve is going to be, think about what's comfortable for you and whatever you can do to have a consistently aggressive serve, consistently putting pressure on a team. Okay, whatever that option is, that's what you want to do. Whether that's some people that's floating, some people that's spin to float, some people that's normal spin, some people that's spin from five, whatever's best for you. Everyone has their own serve. Figure yours out, but the main thing needs to be consistent pressure. Really nice turn on the cross here. Really sharp. Beautiful. He's got a good double up. That's a good block. It's a good block move by that Czestochowa middle, but he takes it sharp enough. Okay. Now, even against a good double block, if you take it sharp enough or high enough, you're going to score. I mean, if you're not 6'10", you may not always be able to beat somebody high. Sharp might be the only thing you can do. Let's see, really out of system here. Takes a decent swing. He probably could have gotten a cleaner hand on the ball there. Ooh, did he twist his ankle? I can see possibly maybe. Hey, okay. No, he's good. Big lefty spinner here. It's out of bounds. Oh my. Well, stuff happens. Big lefty spinner over here again. Was that in? Dang. Wow. That's a good serve. Or sorry, good swing. It's a decent game so far. Nothing too crazy happening, but just back and forth. Pretty back and forth. Nobody's really dominating. Both teams are siding out fairly well right now. Nobody's blowing my mind yet, but everyone's pretty clean. A lot of very good things right here. He swings on, let's go back. He swings hard against the triple here. I'm gonna be completely honest. He got lucky. He got lucky. He swung low against the triple block. He got lucky. You know, you got to take disciplined swings. That's gonna only work 15% of the time, maybe, maybe even less than that. So if you're trying to win at a high percentage, you got to take high percentage swings. But you have to take high percentage swings with a variety too, because I'd say the most high percentage swing in the game is swinging high to the deep corner, cross, deep cross corner. But if you're just doing that every single time, a team's going to adjust and just sit someone back there. Okay. So you got to do it with variety. Take high percentage swings with variety. So like sharp cross, sharp line, press into the block, deep corners, and bounce around with those, dunk it in the middle if you're in system. Really nice deception here. See, when you're trying to tip, you still want to pull your arm like this, okay? Like you want to pull your arm like you're doing your normal swing and then show it as late as possible. Because if you're going up to hit like this, the team's gonna know that you're tipping and they're just gonna take it as a free ball. Jeez, that middle is brave, brave, brave. Look at this. Holy crap. Off his dang shoulder. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, that's the second set there. Third set starting hot. Reverse flow. Oh my goodness. Play of the match. Play of the match. Okay, big, big move. Look at how far out he's reaching. Wow. Does he get net though? Wow, I'm surprised he didn't get net there. That was very impressive there. Really cool. Really, really cool. Lots of tipping. Lots of tipping going on. But it's not bad. Tipping's not a bad thing, but it has to be well timed and it has to be well placed. Because if you're just tipping every time, they're gonna take it as a free ball and pound a swing down your throat. Or they're gonna block it like that. Swings are better than tips, but a well-timed tip is also very good. It's a good swing. Swing deep into the court, that middle. That's a really nice swing there. I like that swing. Finding the high hands. If you're gonna go high hands, I think it's smart to go line on it because a lot of defenders cheat to the cross more. Like this guy, see it in the deep six here? See him? He's cheating to the deep cross. And obviously that's an unfortunate touch on that block because it kind of brings it to that six spot. But he's trying to swing high hands to the line, and I think that's better than swinging high hands to deep cross because usually six spot defenders shade cross instead. So if you're in a bad situation or you're going against a very big block or something like that, and you're just like, all right, the only option I have right now is to swing it fingers, go fingers line because I think that's a better option. Another really big block, but they cover it somehow. Jeez, man. Yeah, give it back to him. Let him cook. Ooh. No, that left. Wow. Let's go. Right side versus right side here. Love to see it. Jeez. It's starting to get a little bit choppy, but that's a really nice dig. Really nice swing, too. Another dig by this guy. That's twice in a row. That guy took the same swing on the right side took the same swing, got dug on the same exact way. That's why I'm saying swing with variety. High percentage swings with variety. Because if you just keep doing the same exact thing, they're gonna adjust. Belchatow in the yellow, Czestochowa in the blue. Just by the way. Okay, let's look at this again. Let's see. Novak, really nice. These guys, I don't know. I mean, these Belchatow guys, honestly, both teams have a lot of really lanky guys. And I said in a previous video, it's very important to reach fully when you're swinging. And these guys, if they're using that, they can swing. They have a lot of court available to them if they're reaching completely on their swings. Tape serve, lots of tape going on, I think. Okay, let's just be honest. Pulling your hands, when does it work, man? It might work 10% of the time, pulling your hands. And why is he pulling his hands on like on this one? You know, like that's full trust in the libero, and the libero saved his butt. But personally, I'm not a fan of pulling your hands. I really am not. If you think someone's gonna tip it, grab it and beat them on it, you know? Because if you're pulling your hands, you're just nothing now. You're just not an option and you're not helping anybody. You're not part of the play anymore. And you're in the air too, so you can't play defense. You just take yourself completely out of the situation. And if you know someone that just throws it into the hands and throws it out of bounds if you pull, maybe you can do that sometimes. But personally, I'm not a big fan of pulling the block. Oof. Okay, this one. Yeah, pull the block because he's not even swinging anymore. That one doesn't count though. You guys know. That one's an obvious one. Hybrid off the high hands. See, this is a great example of it again. So he's trying to go high hands. Oh, he might have been trying to go line again. It just keeps hitting their hands on the inside. But exactly what I'm talking about, that six spot defender is shading cross and he's sitting right there. So if you try and go high hands and they get a nice soft touch on it, then you're kind of just giving them a free ball at that point. Good swing. Clean hand. Clean hand to the deep corner. It's not a bounce, but it's a point. Point's a point. Bounce is cool sometimes. Let's check this triple block out here. Bad footwork by the right side on Belchatow. And he doesn't close. The middle gets unlucky there. The middle put up a decent block and it just kind of hits his bicep, but not a clean triple block on that last play. Ooh, who's this serving spec? Ooh, defensive spec. Come on. Eminem with the dig. Eminem with two digs. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. If you're going high hands, swing high line instead because no defender is going to be deep back there unless they watch a ton of film and you only do that. Okay. For the most part, that's what people are going to do. But that's only if you're really trying to only get fingers. Because if you miss the fingers, you have less space. Deep cross is a safer swing, but if you're going for fingers, deep line is probably going to get you the kill more often than if you're going fingers cross. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Wow, what a reach. I don't know if this is even for the middle, but he gets it so high so quick. Wow. He's got three guys up, kind of. He's got one and two halves of a guy up. This defensive slash serving spec gets ace there. It's not his seam though. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that's his seam. He's gotta go behind. No, yeah, he's just gotta let the other guy take this. But number 11 kind of needs to call him off. I personally am terrible with communication in serve receive, but it's very important, and I am working on it. But it's a very important thing. So if you struggle with communication and serve receive, start working on that now. Speaking of communication here, complete miscommunication. There's four guys looking at each other, wonder if they should get it or if somebody else should. It's the bystander effect. The bystander effect is people standing around and thinking that someone else is going to take responsibility in an emergency. And that happens in volleyball far too often, especially in out of system scenarios, of course. Wow. Let's see this block move here. Really good timing on the split step. It's not like a huge split step, but it doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to jump fully for it to be a split. He gets 1 inch off the ground, maybe. Hits a split step, puts his weight on his right foot, gets off, leaves himself inside. This is a high level thing, is not closing the block on purpose. Okay. Like if you know someone is going to swing cross a lot and they really like to swing sharp cross, then you can start leaving your block inside. But that's a late game type of adjustment. Okay. Start your game with closing the block every time. And then if someone's beating you cross when you're closing the double block, then figure it out later. These two are really struggling in their seam. They got to shrink it. They shrinked it. They shrunk it right there. They shrunk a word. I think shrunk's a word. Whatever. See, this one right here. What's the point? What's the point? If he touches this, if he goes for the fingers, if he gets a good enough touch, it should be a free ball for this guy anyways. Why is he pulling? I just don't like that. I don't like that at all. Especially if you're the biggest guy in the triple block, don't do that crap. Not a fan. Not a big fan. Also, disclaimer, these guys are all better than me at volleyball. I'm just speaking my thoughts. I don't play in the Polish league yet. I will though. Just give me time. Give me a little bit of time here. Good adjustment in the six spot. I don't know if I'd call it an adjustment or transition. Good transition. The triple block goes for the A ball. At least we call it an A ball in America. They call it a C ball in Denmark. Whatever you want to call it. It's a good transition there. Good court awareness, good volleyball IQ. Let's talk about this one real quick. This libero, he should be releasing for this tip so much earlier. Okay, this is when the guy shows it. Let's go. This is first signs of the tip. Let's see how long it takes for this libero. He is finally moving. Once you see signs of a tip, get on your toes, start charging the court. And if they go deep, that's somebody else's ball. I've been playing in the 5 spot this season. It is very difficult, but it's very different from the 6 spot as well. But honestly, it makes you better at defense. Like I think I am the best at defense I've ever been because I've been playing the 6 spot, or sorry, playing the 5 spot, and there's just more action in there. Is that a back row attack? Yep. Watch them toes, big guy. Tough. Ooh. Let's check this block move out though. I think he gets him anyways. Oh, okay. Weird. Not really too much to say about that block move. It was a decent move. It was just a little shuffle step block move, but it worked out. This guy, this sub. I guess this guy wasn't just a serving sub because he's been in the entire time now. He's just a straight up sub. But he's doing well. He's doing well. He's serving well, playing good defense. I think he's playing the O2. Yeah, he's playing the O2 spot right now, the second outside. And as the second outside, you're gonna have to clean up a lot of mess and make sure you're passing well. I like this play a lot here by the setter. Watch him a little bit here. Okay. He jumps forward a little bit. Let's watch it again. Full speed. He jumps forward to act like he's setting the middle, and then he sets back because he's it's almost like he's lying to those blockers, you know? Like he's with his body language, he's telling them, I'm going here, and he goes somewhere else. His hips lie. Setters lie with your hips, unlike Shakira. Okay? That's my advice to you. Oh! Bopped him in the dome. Wow, what a run. Passing the float. When I'm playing back or outside, I really find it difficult to get on that pipe route when I'm passing floats with my hands because I don't have that much time to like get off the net and whatever. But that last play that we stopped it at was very impressive by him. Uh, just a choppy to the line, not a bounce, almost just a roll shot, but it's in the space. It's all about spacing. Good self cover here. The better you can track the ball. I noticed this when I was playing beach 2 summers ago. There's a player that I really respect, and he tracks the ball so well. So he's able to self cover. He's able to watch the ball, like track the ball the entire game. Like he doesn't lose track of where the ball is ever, and it gives him a massive edge to his opponents because he can just play more scrappy than them. High swing. The reason he scored that was because he was high. Okay, the block almost got him, but he was high and it helped him out. Good close by the middle, working his tail off to close that block there. That was a pretty impressive block. They are not happy about that one. Setter jumps as high as he can, just tippity taps it. Did the middle commit with the setter here, or was he just early? Yeah, that Czestochowa middle was just early as heck. Bang it cross. He's going wide, trying to make him do something he doesn't want to do, but he just takes a discipline swing. Good swing here. Really like that swing. I love watching people hit out of the back row, man. And that is like my favorite thing to do in volleyball is hit a pipe, hit a quick pipe. Okay. This is fine here. This is fine here. Like this as the outside, I can live with this. Yeah, it didn't work out, but in a good if it does work out, then you're hitting the top of the block and you're getting the ball back and you guys get another swing. So as that outside, after you do that, you can live with it. You're okay with not scoring on it or losing that point. It happens. Goldfish mentality. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that, but goldfish mentality is just forgetting about what just happened and going to the next play. Like if you make a mistake, forget about it immediately. Keep playing. Ooh, good. Really good job staying loaded as this middle. Look at his stance right here. Okay. He's loaded, ready to go wherever the heck he can. And then when he sees it going to the middle, he jumps right to him and presses over the net really well. Okay, outside. Okay. Wow. Belchatow getting that point there. Reverse flow. Really nice swing here, man. This guy, he's swung line a few times now. Really nice swings. Really nice. Just sharp to the line. That's his bread and butter right there, that lefty. He really likes going crossbody, and you can see it in his serve as well. That's why I assume his tendencies are to go to the five more than the one, but with how they're setting up their passing scheme, I could be wrong. That's just what I assume based on yeah, because look at that. It just he cuts it. His lefty cut brings it over there a lot. Underlying theme of this play, be athletic. And when all else fails, just let yourself be athletic and just play. Hmm. Okay. I don't know if that one's really the most disciplined swing or if it's just kind of lucky, but point's a point. Okay, I want to look at this real quick. Look at how loaded he is throughout his entire approach. I've seen certain videos talking about like how to increase your vertical and like the fundamentals of jumping and stuff. His hips stay in the same spot through his entire approach. Watch this six spot here. Okay. His hips are at the same level place until he starts to jump. Like he's just loaded, 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 and springs up. Really cool. Hopefully, I don't know if you guys know some of the videos I'm talking about, but there's some videos that are watching like Rock Mojic jump, and he does very similar thing. Wilfredo Leon, when he's swinging, he does the same thing where he's very, very loaded throughout his jump, and it helps you jump way higher. So if you're bouncing up and down when you're jumping, really nice cross swing here. Really sharp. Bang. Wow. But if you're someone who's like bouncing up and down while they're going through their approach, it's not helping you jump. It's actually hurting you. Ooh. Wow, really good pass here. Watch him, watch that libero. Good angle. Holds the angle completely outside of his body, but just holds it towards that setter. Really nice. And they get the point because of him. See, Czestochowa is they did the thing in row one where the first outside plays like passes out of the six, and then they do that instead of having the setter run around him. I like it depending on the personnel that you have on the team. Certain teams it's better for them, certain teams it's not. So for them, maybe it is. I mean, if your first outside is a really, really good passer and he's athletic enough to transition from the six to the four spot and swing, then definitely do it. Like I think it's the best option for you, you know. Or if your outside is a better passer than the libero, do it. But it just depends on the personnel that you have. Actually, let's go back to this one. I like this play. Imperfect set, but he just presses it through the block and he gets the point because of it. Once it's tight, don't try and bounce the ball. Turn it into short court and just press through the block or swipe against their hands. Because if you're swinging as hard as possible when the ball is right on the net, chances are you're going to get absolutely roofed unless there's nobody up there. See right here. This ball seems like it's a little bit tight. Okay. Maybe not. Yeah, but like look how close it is to the block. So like tipping it inside the hands or like pushing it through if possible is a better option than just getting blocked. All right, possibly the last point here. Big block. Okay. Play continues. Tip. We're still in play. We're still in play. Game continues. Hey, I don't mind this at all here. Like you're not in a good situation, throw it at the block. Because in one scenario you get a kill there. In another scenario, it bounces off the block and you guys get a free ball. Worst case scenario, you give them a free ball. What a finish here. Weird swing. But hey, point's a point. Four setter, pretty good game. Not my favorite game to watch, but it was a good game. I definitely learned some stuff. Hope you guys did too. Thanks for watching.